GTKE, we back in this bitch. Special
GTKE.
guest, man. 100K baby in this motherfucker, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. What's going on?
Shit, man. You tearing this fucking streets right now up, bro. You hot as hell right now, bro. So let's take them back. We gonna take them to the origin story. You know what I'm saying? Where you from? Where you grew up at?
I grew up like Spanaway, Tacoma area, around there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I know the viewers wanna know how old are you, bro?
19.
19 is motherfucker young and going crazy, brother. Yeah, man. Man, I gotta say, you feel me? I'm proud of you, my nigga. I gotta give you flowers right now. You know what I'm saying? I know you should knee high a kid. You feel me?
Little
So
nigga.
to reunite and see you like what you doing and what you on is full 360, bro. It's crazy as hell, bro. So I just want to start off saying salute, my nigga. You fucking going crazy right now
Appreciate you, bro.
on the real. So what inspires you, bro? Like to get into music?
Mm. Just, I just got a crazy love for music, and it's just like, just makes me feel like good.
Yeah. What age would you say you started like making music?
I'll probably say like 13, 12,
13.
around there. I don't have like an exact like knowing of when I started, but I was hella young.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was that made you want to start rapping or making
Mm,
music in general?
my dad, shout out my dad. My dad put me on with everything, just like software, computers, making beats and all that.
So
No,
he hooked you up with the whole like setup and everything.
yeah, he
Hmm.
snapped. He actually like he invited when he was building this shit. He invited me and Bass to come through and fuck with him. He built some like his whole studio in the backyard and shit.
Yeah,
And he had
Wow.
hit us up. He was like, "Bro, I got the studio." I'm like, "What?" So we slid through a couple times, kind of trying to get it together, but it fell into. So originally, was it for your other brothers or is for you?
it was originally for my other brothers, but
Right.
they ain't really do nothing with it. So he turned the studio into a shed, just storage shed. And then
Word.
I told my dad I want to do this. So we just rebuilt it, took everything out, built a whole another shed to put all the stuff that was in it into the other shit to put my shit in there.
Served it. Cause I remember that he was saying like, I built it for the boys. They don't want to use this shit, so it's
Yeah,
crazy. It landed on you, like you know what
yeah.
I'm saying, like the youngest. You know what I'm saying? So
Now my whole family's in this music, even out in like St. Louis.
word.
Like my dad really just put everybody on with just the software, just making everything.
Yeah.
It was originally just started off with beats. I was making beats, and then I figured out how to use that software to record. I'd be on FL Studio. He put me on with FL Studio 8, and then he got FL Studio 10 and then 12, and now that's what I use now, 12.
So wait, you started producing first?
Yeah,
Word. So
yeah.
you got any early beats and shit like that you can like? Nah, you lost that shit. What about songs? You got any early songs where you
I
just?
got some songs, but they gonna just have to find it. It's
We
just
about
on
to
some
dig them
bullshit.
motherfuckers up. Do you remember what you sounded like? What kind of shit you was talking about?
I was on some like baby, like I was a little young baby, just spitting random shit, just in like school, just on some young nigga shit.
Or so what age would you say you like started cussing and shit, and then like how did pops take that? Like was he tripping?
Mm,
Like hold on, or is he like shit? I mean,
I don't remember the age, but I remember I was in like sixth grade, and
damn,
I was
young
just
shit.
making just random shit with my homies, and then like I would be in his. He has his own. He had his own studio in his room, and I'd be recording in his stuff.
Oh, word.
And then I just like just was just saying bullshit and just hoping he wouldn't find out.
Wait, so Corny was rapping?
Nah, he was just like making beats.
Oh, word. Okay, yeah. He was in the
Yeah.
beats. Yeah. Okay.
I was like on the I hooked up this Guitar Hero mic to his computer and it just worked, and I just started using it from that.
What did moms think when she first heard you rapping and shit?
My mom's ain't really like take it too serious. She
Yeah.
was just like she didn't really say nothing about it. She's just always supportive of just everything I did.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So yeah.
So would you say like that you always was doing music, or did you do anything else besides that?
I was always doing music.
Yeah.
Like I tried getting into sports like football, but it wasn't really like my main thing that I wanted to do in my life. I feel like music is just my hard passion, which is everything.
Right.
Now in high school, like was you was one of them guys. Was it a lot of niggas doing music in high school?
Nah, not really. There was like a couple, but I was like that nigga in the school that everybody knew that made music.
Would you say that was like made you like one of them niggas, like a popular dude in school because the music?
I mean, I was just like a goofy ass nigga in school, so everybody just knew who I was
Yeah.
from just me knowing everybody. I was hella cool with all the. I was in middle school just cool with all the high schoolers. So my middle school is right next to the high school, so I would walk to the high school just to say what's up to my homies
Yeah.
type shit.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
To Bethel.
Oh, Bethel. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that shit
Shout
is
out
right there.
Bethel.
Boom. So, yeah, doing music in high school though. Was it? Would you say the support was there?
Mm-hmm.
So all the people, all the
always,
bitches rocking, all the niggas rocking.
always, yeah,
That's dope as hell.
always. Just coming up to me in school, just rapping my shit to me, just on some bullshit.
Any hating ass niggas like this nigga.
I mean,
Fuck him.
there's a couple, but like, there's always gonna be a hating ass
True.
nigga somewhere.
Facts. No.
So were you always making like the style of music you're making now, or would you say it started off
Mm-mm.
something different?
I started off on like some, uh, when I was in my dad's room making it with just making my own beats and just like rapping on it. I was on some like ugly god, Lil
Yeah.
Pump, like just goofy ass, just saying whatever on the mic.
Sorry.
And then it kind of like everybody was just fucking with that shit. So like I just wanted to do more with my music and just take it a little bit serious at that time. So I like transitioned into like some, I'd say like Six Dogs, like emo rap type of shit.
Yeah. In that transition, would you say there was a specific artist you were watching that kind of inspired that?
Like Six Dogs and like Lil Peep
Lil
and like
Peep.
shit like that.
Oh, you fuck
Yeah.
with Lil Peep.
Yeah.
I fuck with Lil Peep, bro.
Hell
RP
yeah.
Peep.
R.I.P.
Absolute and doubt. That's my shit. Like,
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Niggas sleep on Pete, bro. Like, it's like if you know, you know. But I feel like a lot of people sleep on Pete. But like,
Peep is
what
really
gets me
like,
with him is his sonics. Like, it's pleasing to the ear. Like he
Yeah.
understood the science or something behind the vocal and how you can stretch it to like an instrument type shit to the beat. You know what I'm saying?
a lot of niggas out here now that's on the emo goth wave just want to sound like Peep.
Yeah.
And that's like what it is with just everybody that just wants to make music like him.
Yeah.
It's just like if you make something that good, everybody wants to emulate it some way.
Yeah, for sure. So did you rock with Juice at all?
Juice WRLD?
Yeah, Juice WRLD.
Yeah. Juice WRLD, yeah, he's one of my biggest inspirations.
Okay.
With it too. I say going on to like 8th grade and 9th grade is like when I was like on like Juice WRLD type beats and shit like that.
Okay.
My first ever show was a Juice WRLD show, and that changed my.
I think I seen that on your story. You was at that
mind, bro.
motherfucker. I know somebody else
It
that was there.
changed-
She
it
said it was
changed my
fucking
life.
off the chain. Walk us through that, like experience wise. What was that like?
I was with my brother Davo. It was my first show. He paid for my ticket. We was waiting. We went early, so we was just waiting in line because we wanted to be up in front. And we was just waiting for like hours and hours. I was just like, damn, why are we waiting so long? But it was just like, fuck it, like it's gonna be worth it. So we was just up in there, up in the crowd. Everybody just start coming in and start getting all packed and shit. Like it's barely hard to move and shit. Like you're moving with the crowd.
There was
moving
mosh
with the
pitting and shit?
wave. Shit was crazy.
Like niggas getting knocked out.
Niggas was moshing.
You fuck with the mosh pits?
Yeah,
hell
yeah. I fuck with the mosh pit.
What's the craziest shit you didn't seen like mosh pitting?
I mean, with my shows, like a lot of people just be like either passing out or
Like
just
literally
like,
fucking passed
literally
out.
passing out, like blood, and just. I don't even make crazy music like that, but everybody just be going that crazy, and it just be blowing my mind.
It's the energy, bro.
Yeah.
It's the energy on an energetic level. Like we can see it through the whatever we're watching. We see the energy there. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
glowing. You know what I'm saying? So on an energetic level, it translates. So when people are passing out, they're getting hit and passing out, or they're fucking
No,
just in a
it's
trance
like-
passing out.
It's kind of on some like it's just too hot
Oh,
in
okay.
the place, or just everybody is just like jumping. So like Niggas go
Sound
pass
like you need
out.
a bigger venue.
Yeah.
I had a listening party in Seattle at Arch Rivals, and I knew that shit was gonna be hella hot, so I just pulled up with a case of water and was just passing
Oh,
it out
dope.
to everybody. And then I didn't even know anybody was passing out till like after, and like everybody was just online, just like dissing Arch Rivals just
What?
about it, and it was just like not their fault.
Now niggas passing out and shit. Like, does scenarios like that kind of scare you? Like seeing the Travis Scott incident and all that shit.
I mean, it don't really scare me because I know that they're gonna be good, but at the same time, it's just like they know what they signed up for.
What about this? What about this? Because you were saying how like people sleep on Lil Peep,
Yeah.
and I feel like they sleep on him because Lil Peep's music is kind of like drug influenced, kind of like you gotta have it's full of emotion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So would you say that plays a lot in your music, like drugs
Yeah.
for one, right? Because that plays into like passing out and shit too,
Yeah.
and then like depression and sadness and all that kind of shit.
Not really like the drugs and shit, cause I don't like glorify that shit. I don't think that shit cool, but
Do
like
you use drugs
no, I'm
or like
sober,
in
bro.
music?
In music?
Like yeah, like when you hit the studio, like niggas try to catch their vibe and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Nah, I just be just straight pure, just
Straight up.
straight,
Damn.
just spitting on
You
the
ain't never
mic.
tried no
Yeah.
drugs or shit? You ain't tried shit?
I mean, I tried some shit, but that's just some
Would you say you had a bad experience, so you just said fuck drugs?
shrooms,
Shrooms? What'd you do? You took too many?
bro? It was just like some crazy like experience that I done went through with it. It was just like I don't really know how to explain it with like by making it make sense, but I'm not fucking with that shit ever again.
Now, do you believe in bad trips? Like me,
I mean,
my perspective,
my first time ever doing that shit, it was like a bad
bad.
trip.
Yeah,
So it was just
mine
Oh
like
too
yeah,
though.
that'll do it. That'll
that's
do that
that
shit.
that kind of just made me like be scared to just try new shit. That's why I don't
Yeah.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah.
I'm just like sober. I just be smoking and drinking, but I don't do that like too often really.
Yeah. It with me is like because my first experience was bad too. Or well, now that I'm older and really look at it, I don't really look at it as a good and bad. It's a lesson learned. You
No,
feel
yeah,
me?
that's how I was thinking of it too,
Yeah.
because it just opened my mind up to a lot of things that I was not aware of,
Yeah.
and it just like made me who I was like right now. Like if I didn't have that experience, then
Yeah.
I would just be the same.
Intent and settings is a major factor when doing psychedelics. So like
Mhm.
if you fucking around just doing this shit, like I want to try it just to see, and you take a lot, it's gonna show you or
I
whatever
mean,
the case may be. Like
I was in a point in my life where I just felt like every day was the same, and every day was just like a repeating cycle of just doing the same shit. So that's why I wanted to try that shit.
so yeah.
Yeah, strong psychedelic will do that shit. It'll
So
like knock you
Like
out
I
of your
wasn't like on
routine.
some bullshit like where I just wanted to get high and just like
yeah.
have fun. I was just like really fucked up.
So would you say it showed you exactly what you were looking for?
Mm, it kind of showed me like who I really am in a way. It kind of showed me like I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. It's just
No, I like
it's
talking about this
crazy.
shit. No cap, bro. Cause niggas need to hear this type of shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? For those that are
Nah,
out
like
there.
I
That's,
dead ass like went crazy off that shit. So it's kind of like a hard like thing to like talk about. It's kind of like hard to put it all together because the whole experience didn't make sense at all.
when you say crazy, what do you mean crazy?
Like I lose my mind, I lose my sanity.
But that fucking song is dope. So was this prior to that song?
That was before the song. That was before the song.
So out
I
is
lost my
after you
shit.
spawned that song.
Yeah, no, before I
You did the
did the
song first, then the
shrooms.
shrooms, or
Before I did the shrooms, I did that song,
oh, okay, okay.
and then I lost my shit after that song.
So you would you say you spoke that into existence?
Low key.
But what is it like to lose your mind? You feel me? I feel like
I mean, it makes me more appreciative of like just being sane.
Yeah.
Of just like, yeah, just being sane just made me more appreciative of just like what's going on
Yeah.
right now. Cause like me going through that was the worst experience of my life.
bro, I'm asking this because it sounds similar to my first experience. Because I felt stuck, bro. Like I felt like I'm stuck in Shroomland. the world is evil. I'm with my niggas, and then my nigga basically's like, bro, they're telling me to go in the house. I'm like, fuck no.
I'm not gonna lie. I took that shit and I thought like I was in hell type shit. Like I thought like where we're in right now is hell. So it was just like everybody around me was just on like some demon shit. Like I just didn't fuck with that shit.
Bro, I felt the same thing. And they were trying to tell me, go in the house.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck no. And then my nigga's like, bro, come with me. And around this time, he was going in and out of jail. And I remember just looking at this nigga, and I just seen myself going to jail. Like, and I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going with you, nigga. Like, I'm like, they're like, chill out. I'm like, bro, hell, they're like, you need to smoke some weed. It'll calm you down. So
hell no.
we got some weed. I smoked that shit. I was tripping even harder. Like, nigga, no.
The weird thing with me was like, I took shrooms like 3 days before losing my shit. So like, I took the shrooms, and then I was like straight. I was tripping and just having a regular just trip for like that time, and then I didn't sleep for like 2 days, 3 days. So
that's probably what did it.
Tripping. I was just tripping like days after. Nobody knew what was going on with me. Like everybody just thought I was like on some like possessed type shit.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of that, like a hard question. They say 100K Baby sold his soul to the devil.
Hey, I was gonna ask you too. I ain't gonna lie. What's up with that?
I knew it was coming. It just on some rumor shit.
Rumor shit. Is it part of the image, or is it like, do you have a deep understanding of that? I'm just, I'm a spiritual nigga, so I don't really look at.
There's runes, there's pentagram.
Yeah, there's different.
All that kind of stuff.
I like to make niggas think.
Yeah.
Because niggas don't be thinking. Niggas don't use their mind.
Yeah.
They don't use their brain.
When you see like Uzi and Playboy Cardi doing that same kind of shit, do you feel like they're on that, like, maybe, or do you think they're really off that? And that's like, would you see yourself going that route, like full Uzi, full Playboy Cardi?
No.
they demonize shit on stage. Them niggas look crazy, like type shit.
Nah, I wouldn't, because a lot of that shit kind of like is corny to me.
Yeah.
Like when they overdo it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like me trying to figure out like what's true and what's not true.
Yeah. You ever played around with that type of shit, like Ouija board?
No, I don't fuck with Ouija boards.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, like, I don't know if like tarot cards is like, I mean, something like that, but like,
I feel like all that shit is kind of like shit. All that shit is like gotten popular now. So inverted crosses.
I feel like everything's like getting darker. Like
it's wide open.
Just
no longer hidden. I remember being a kid, like shit was subliminal. Like, you didn't really catch it unless you knew you was into that type of shit. Nowadays, bro.
Now, like 2016, like SoundCloud was just like on some like happy shit, like on some colorful shit, like Lil Yachty, Broccoli, shit like that. I feel like now, like everything is like on some dark shit. Like even SoundCloud even changed their logo to like a black logo.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is though? You think you big on like conspiracy theories and shit like that? You ever go down the rabbit hole?
I mean, I watch a lot of shit like that, but like it's just really like thinking for yourself and just really just, I don't know. There's just a lot of bullshit in the world. Yeah. And it's just, you just really gotta think for yourself.
So how do you do that? Like, I think that's one of the questions the fans wanted to know. Like, how do you keep yourself vibrating at a high frequency when it seems like the world is just like wants to pull you down?
Just questioning shit and just like doing research and just not going with what is just like, not going with what you're just told. Because a lot of people will just say something and then they'll just believe it.
To piggyback off that, like saying like when you say you lost your mind and shit, what song kind of would soothe you or bring you back to reality when shit just seemed like it was
my own music,
your
like,
own shit? Any specific song?
Nah, I don't, not really any specific, but it's just like I love my music so much. It's just like that's the only thing, even now, that like be calming me down. Like I don't really listen to a lot of shit but my own music. Like I'll be in the car, just my own music, whole ride.
You feel like that helps you as an artist?
Yeah, because I feel like it helps you learn. It helps you find your sound in a way. Because a lot of people just like listen to other shit and get influenced by other shit and just start like cloning, being like a clone of some other nigga. I feel like just listening to your own music will help you find your sound and like help you find, or even just like finding who you are as a person will just help you find your own sound, find your own wave, find your own lane.
No, most def. You ever get stuck like finding yourself in this shit? Like, I'm sure you reach certain points like, okay, I leveled up to this point. How do you push past the threshold to hit the next run, the next level?
Explain that
So like
a little bit.
I look at like anything kind of like a RPG game or something, right? So your meter's going up, boom, you hit level 3. So then I know with me, like sometimes I get stuck like, how do I push myself to get to level? You can't keep doing level 3 shit to hit level 4. You know what I mean? So how do you push past certain thresholds to reach a new level?
Honestly, just working, just keep like being focused on what you want to
Yeah.
do, because eventually you'll reach that next level.
Uh, Now, would you say you're a singer?
I say I'm an artist.
The artist, yeah, hell yeah.
I want to say I'm a rapper. I mean, I do rap shit, but I do everything.
You got anything like bar spitter rap, like Lil Wayne sauce? You was all that at one point in time?
I got like I'm trying to think of like who I could like compare with, like on some rap shit, but I got some shit.
So, man, I say you have probably, bro, some of the dopest visuals in the state. Like you and Noah tag teamed up, make an incredible team, bro. How did you meet Noah? Noah So Cold.
I met Noah when I was like 15.
Where you guys went to the same school?
Nah, he was up in Olympia at a show in Olympia with some of the homies, and then he just pulled up, and then we shot some like quick shit, and then we just been cool ever since.
Was he like where he was at then? Like filthy?
Mm-mm.
Nah.
I mean, he was filthy. Like I seen the potential in it. That's why I just really wanted to lock in with him.
Where?
And then, like, I mean, for what was like coming out right now, like on some like underground, like some underground shit, there wasn't really like a lot of shit like that.
Yeah.
Like everybody was trying to be like Cole Bennett,
Yeah. Definitely.
but I just seen like Noah, just the quality of it. I just really fucked with it, so I just kept working with him.
Yeah. It seems like you guys kind of grew like together, like how like Lyrical Lemonade had like fucking Dex, you know what I'm saying? How
Mhm.
they kind of
Yeah,
I feel like you guys got that chemistry. Now, when it comes to the videos, like how much input are you in it hands on? Like, or is it just him like, I got a vision, bro? Blah, blah, blah.
it's like mostly like 50-50.
Okay.
Like a lot of the shit that we shot where there's like a treatment behind it
Yeah.
is like mostly like me writing the whole thing
Where
and then just talking to him with it.
that's the I like that when you're just walking around and shit. It was like that all that that
Oh
shit
yeah,
was
that's
hard.
that's that's
You wrote
him.
yeah, that was
That's
him?
him.
Okay. Yeah.
Nah, most of it would just be like some running gun, just
Yeah.
some regular shit.
Yeah.
But like the shit that we have that is just like, I think we have like 2 videos
Yeah.
that's on some like film, like just storyline shit.
Okay.
Both of those are like written by me,
Okay.
but all the other shit is just like us having fun.
Dope. Now
It's
how
always fun shooting with him.
yeah. How the fuck are you getting shows and shit at like 15? Like that's what
It's just
well, we were 16 kind of doing the same shit, but like we didn't really start getting into it like to like 17 maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's 18.
I just was just cool with a whole bunch of people, and we was just all just getting booked for shit,
Yeah.
and then we was just all doing our own thing, really.
So like on your shows as well, man. I want to get back to the shows. Toe Jam, how did you get linked up with them?
They just hit me up. It was like, we want to book you,
Or
and just put me on the show.
what was your first show?
My first show would probably be the one in Olympia that
That did you met Noah?
yeah, when I met Noah.
Was it like cracking and shit? Like
Nah,
nah.
it was like a lot of the homies and shit, but it was still lit.
Yeah.
Like niggas was still jumping, had a good time. It wasn't like a dead ass crowd or
Or
nothing.
you ever stage dive before?
I had I tried. Yeah, I failed.
How the fuck you fall off stage? Oh, they dropped you, nigga?
I was trying to jump onto my bro Gouda's shoulders, and this nigga didn't catch me, so I just fell.
You gotta tell them niggas hands up, dive deep in that
I wasn't
motherfucker.
like trying to actually like stage dive or
Okay.
like everybody trying to hold me up. I was just trying to jump onto my bro's shoulders.
That's low key like a dream of mine. Just dive in, bro. I seen
yeah.
Dex. Remember that Dex when he got in his
Yeah,
draws, nigga, and he just went crazy.
What was it? Was that Summer Smash?
Yeah, bro. I swear to
Bro, I
God,
watch that
after I
video
seen
all
that,
the
I said,
time.
bro, I
That
got
shit
to
fire.
feel what that
I
feels
gotta
like.
do that one time before I die.
Yeah, for sure. That nigga went crazy, and then he looks back at the camera and gives you that look like, nigga, I feel the charge. That was like fucking 75,000 people in the crowd, nigga.
Dex is on some lit shit.
Yeah.
I just seen Sam Smith try to do that shit.
I just seen that too.
Yeah, nobody caught his
That
big
big
ass.
ass
Is he from out here?
No, Sam Smith. You don't know who that is?
Nah.
That singer.
He
don't need to be stage diving.
Yeah, okay,
He
so
should
he's a big
be at
nigga.
all, like.
Hell no.
It's like if Rick Ross tried to say
Oh yeah, fuck no. Yeah, fuck.
He's
no.
like on some Adele shit.
Oh
Like
shit.
he don't need to be stage diving. He
Yeah.
don't got one song where he needs to be stage
Not
diving.
one. Not one of them.
Not one.
He's crossing over, guys. He's just crossing over it a little bit. Nah, but at the shows, man, did niggas be getting beat up? I remember I seen some shit when Pump came out here, Lil Pump, and they was kicking niggas in the boy, it just went crazy, bro. I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened to that show? But it looked like it was a part of the mosh pit type of shit. So it's just like, is this like
that I know what you're talking about, and I know exactly who that was.
Yeah.
That was just on some like beef shit.
Oh, word,
like,
okay.
Niggas was in the crowd like beefing type shit. And
Yeah.
They just like fought, but like I never had none like that in my shows. It's always just good energy.
Okay.
What about the groupies? How do you deal with that? Because I know like your music has a lot of undertone about women, you know what I mean? Like relationships and shit like that.
I know they tossing the ass at you, man.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I be trying to stay away. I just be trying to stay away. I just be
Yeah.
You gotta stay focused, man.
Yeah.
I know it's probably crazy nowadays too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your nigga coming up and you glowing and all these social media is like at its fucking a whole different thing back when we was coming up.
A lot of girls be messy, and a lot of girls just be like dirty.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that.
I mean, but it ain't nothing wrong to like find one and lock them down. You know what I mean? Like it's
Ain't nothing
tough.
wrong with that.
It's
Ain't
tough.
nothing wrong, but like motherfuckers be talking.
Yeah. You can easily spot out. Can you easily spot out like groupies and shit? Like this bitch is thirsty. She just want to fuck because she see me glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how you swerve?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, what do you do to that? You like, you just like.
I just be like acting cool. Like I don't be treating people like groupies. I don't be treating people like fans. But it's just like if you act a certain way that like just gives me that energy, then I just steer away from it.
Any bitches try to do some wild shit like at your shows, like sign my titties?
Nah, not yet.
He said no, not yet. Nah, that's lit. You think there's a difference? We always ask a difference between like Seattle bitches and like Tacoma ones.
I feel like Seattle girls be like bougie.
Yeah, everybody's
bougie. Yeah. I fuck with the bougie bitches though.
Yeah, that's your type. Would you say that's your type?
Yeah.
Sedity, bougie, stuck up type shit.
Either some bougie bitches or some goth bitches.
Yeah,
I fuck with them.
What's the goth bitches be on?
Just on some goth shit, like just some crazy, just like they be on some crazy shit.
Like what is crazy though? Like you gotta explain what that means. Like hot candle wax dripping on you, type crazy, or like whips and chains.
Just on some like weird, like take my soul shit.
Word. Like vampire shit.
Yeah.
Word. You be with that shit?
I mean that shit cool. It's cool, but it's like I don't know. I be trying to stay away from them sometimes, but sometimes it just be like I fuck with that.
You believe in like magic and shit, like hexes and shit. You don't be scared like one of these bitches might try some actual like pentagram shit.
They don't eat the spaghetti.
I be scared. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I be scared sometimes because I don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that shit. I like bitches be like trying to manipulate energies and shit.
Yeah.
I believe in like energy and like how you can manipulate it and shit like that. But it's just like I be trying to stay away from that.
Hogwarts, witchcraft, and wizardry. How do you protect yourself from shit like that?
I just like don't be trying to be around that shit.
Yeah.
Just like I just be to myself.
I got a piece of your hair, nigga. There's no running. What do you do then?
I'll be shitty. I'll be shitty as hell.
Nah, my take on that type of shit is
I'll be like,
right.
give me that back.
Just
You
as
don't
good as
need
a
that.
bitch can try some weird shit like that, you got to know within self, nigga. I got glow within me that protects me from that type of shit. It's a belief. Your belief got to be harder than hers. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, it sounds like you got a good perspective on things, and so you overstand a lot. And I think a lot of times these women are just like very passionate, you know, like they want, like a lot of these women, like, and I'm not even saying bitches. I'm proud of myself. Like a lot of these women, bro, they just want
Fuck
love.
these hoes.
You know, they just want some love. They just want somebody to love them.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean?
And I give out a lot of love, and that's why I feel like I attract that from women.
Yeah.
Are you a monogamous type of dude, or you see yourself with just gang of bitches?
I'll fuck with one. I don't like doing all that.
Yeah.
A lot of women be dirty.
No, for sure. But what if you found like two clean ones? Can choose between them.
I might do it one time in my life, but
Yeah.
right now I just be on that shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now, with the music and shit, we're gonna get back to that. Like, do you see yourself staying independent, or you eventually want to get signed to a major?
I say I wanna take this shit as far as I can. And I feel like signing to a major would be like the quickest way I could.
Yeah.
I could stay independent, but I want to be on some like superstar shit. I want to be on some just crazy shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like I could do that independently, but it's just I need that push.
Yeah.
Right.
Any offers, anything coming your way so far?
No.
No.
If you could get a cosign from any big name artist, who would it be?
Kanye.
Yeah,
Kanye?
that'd be kinda
You'll
cool.
sign a good music?
I literally hit them niggas up like 2 days ago. It was
What?
like, sign me.
What?
I was like, I make good music. I should be signed to good music.
Dope, yeah. Hey,
That's
you gotta
how
speak
I
it to
was literally
existence.
like,
That's the dream label though for you, like good music.
probably not the dream label, but like I don't know. I'm still like looking into like all the label shit
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah. Good music. What the fuck are they on nowadays? They had a
I
cool
feel
little
like
roster,
they're not
like
on nothing no more.
Valet
'cause,
was
like,
on there, right?
Huh?
Valet was that's the name? Valet?
Yeah.
I fucked with dude, and then just like he kind of disappeared, or
It
he's
was
just
like
Lolo.
him, designer, and like Pusha T.
Yeah.
And I looked at
Right.
their Instagram and they ain't posting nothing since like 2018. So I
Yeah.
was just like,
Is it a
don't
Yeezy
know where they
thing? I don't know
might
what's
be
going on.
that nigga Kanye on some.
He got a lot
crazy
going
shit.
on
Some
right
other
now.
shit.
He got a lot going on right now. All right, let's say a second to that. Who else would you say you're signed to?
I'd probably say like Victor.
I ain't never. Who's that? I ain't never heard of her.
I don't even know how to explain it.
He's like underground.
Nah, he's like a part of good music. Like
Or
he just be like making shit happen.
all right.
One of the behind the scenes kind of people.
Yeah,
Okay, like
He's,
like a Whack 100 type of shit.
I'm not sure. I still gotta like do some research and shit. But
Yeah. Oh, you don't know who Whack is?
no, I
Oh,
know who that is.
okay.
But like, what I'm trying to just figure out what Steven Victor does. Victor.
Oh, okay.
What he does.
In music, like say for instance, you do get signed to a major label, you get like a advance and everything like that. Do you see yourself staying in Washington, or would you go somewhere else?
Honestly, I see myself going back and forth between like Washington and like, or like Seattle and like LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Would you move
I'll
out
be
to LA?
already going back and forth from out there because
Okay.
it just be lit out there.
Yeah.
So what's the vibe like from your perspective, LA?
LA just always got something going on every day. I feel like that's why it's just easy to do something out there because it's always like an opportunity to meet somebody.
Yeah.
That's how I met my boy, Kill Nigel. He's a creative director at Section 8.
Or
Yeah.
that's up. And what was that from, like a show or something?
Yeah, I had I was doing this little tour run, and you know the store in Flame Studios out there.
I don't think so.
There was like we did a little show out there, and then yeah, we just became cool from then.
Man, LA's crazy, man. Like
LA
I
is
think there's a
crazy.
spell under like over
I feel
LA
like
for real. There's
it's
a
just darkness over there.
yeah for sure.
Yeah.
It's back to shrooms, nigga. I was shrooming in Hollywood, nigga. I felt it, bro. I'm like, this
Nah,
shit is
definitely.
evil, bro. Like what the fuck? And you could
It's
just see
evil
it.
out there.
You can just see it, feel it, hear it. It was crazy, bro. But yeah, bro. Yeah, but it can work in your favor too at the same time for what
Yeah,
we're
it
all
can.
in.
You just gotta know how to deal with it
Yeah,
and like know what's right from wrong.
yeah. Now, do you got management or something? Like, how you getting set up with shows and tours? And is this you independent doing all this
Yeah.
shit, or what the fuck?
Yeah,
Who taught you this shit?
me
Just like social media?
just doing my own research and just figuring shit out. Like this shit
Right.
is some shit I really want to do with
That's
my life.
that's filthy. I respect that, bro. You ain't waiting on nobody. No green lights. It's like, bro, I'm gone. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I was like signed to like a couple management and shit, but it just wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Th-
I put myself on with everything
Yeah.
that I've done.
So would you say that wasn't what they was trying to offer? You was doing more for yourself than what
Yeah,
the
I was
fuck they
doing
can
more
do.
for myself than anybody else has done.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people just want a piece of what you're trying to do,
Yeah.
and instead of like
They
adding
be
to
seeing
it,
me
you
as
know.
their way out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. How the fuck do you maneuver through that? Like that's a tricky
I mean, that shit be like stressful and shit,
yeah.
but it's like
Come with it.
it comes with what I'm trying to do. Like a lot of everything out here, a lot of people just be bullshitting.
Yeah. You never thought about your pops like being like a manager or something?
I mean, he tells me like a lot of shit, like day to day, is just like random shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he knows like the business of like music and shit, but like more like the
Old school.
old school shit,
My
like
dad's the
how shit
fucking
used to
same
be.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this music
Get on
shit
the
is not how
radio.
it used to be.
Get a
No,
mixtape.
you ain't. My dad is the
He'd be like,
same
go
way.
print out some CDs.
Yeah, that era is long gone, my guy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
done.
my
That
pops
shit's
the same
done.
way. We got these flyers. We gonna post them flyers. It's
Yeah.
like, nigga, we got ads nowadays,
Oh,
bro.
God.
Niggas ain't doing that shit no more. That's funny you said that. My pops is on the same type of shit. Like back in the day, he was trying to manage this and shit. It was cool for a little second, but like you said, we knew what the fuck was going on. It was just
Yeah,
like,
and it's like I don't want my pops being like in that shit.
yeah, it's crazy too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, because when the money come in, you know, you never know, man. Money changes people.
that too. Yeah, that too.
It's not really that I'm worried about. It's just like more just like how people is like out in the world
Yeah,
and shit like that. I be like worried about my pops a lot.
yeah.
Just trying to look out and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Now moving around, do you move with like a crew and shit? You nah?
Nah, I be moving by myself.
Lord?
I put up here by myself.
Sorry, yeah, you did. It be seeming like yeah, the thing about it, yeah.
Nah,
That's
I put up to I went to Portland and my bros had a couple shows and shit. I just drove out there to do some shoots with people and shit. And then
Okay.
there was like this random beach rave.
Right.
It was like what, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I pulled up and then a couple the people there that knew me, they was like, "You pulled up here by yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah, I pulled up everywhere by myself."
Real nigga. I'll be on the same dolo shit, bro. You gotta go get it. Can't wait on nobody.
I mean, I don't be on no like negative shit where I gotta like watch out for anybody or just like have people around me to like keep me safe. It's just like
Yeah.
I feel like I know how to move, and that's what you gotta know how to do is move the right way.
For sure. Now we mentioned Il Chris a couple times. How did you and Arch Rivals, shout out them. How did you meet Chris and
I met Chris through my boy Zakaya. He had a show at I think it's called the Fun House,
Okay.
Seattle.
Yeah, I heard
He had a
that.
show out there with him, and he's locked in with Chris. Like I don't know for how long, but he's hella cool with him. So he just introduced me to him through after the show, and then we just been cool since then.
That's dope.
Shout out that nigga, Lil Chris.
Y'all got music together?
Nah, not yet.
Any collabs with anybody? Any of the major artists out here, or the popping artists, or known artists?
I got some shit with Isaac Jacuzzi.
Okay.
I got some shit with Banky J. I got some shit with probably not from out here, but yeah, probably them two.
Yeah. Anybody particular from out this way you want to collab with that you ain't quite got in tune with yet?
Mm, I mean, not really. I don't like to like work with a lot of people like that. I mean, there's a lot of people out here that I've already done worked with,
Yeah.
but not really right now.
How you feel? How you feel about the scene out here, though? I'm saying the
The
music
scene
scene.
out here is fire. It just needs more light, more like eyes on the scene. Like it's crazy out here.
Yeah. You feel like it's gonna be like I said. I think it is, but like bigger than or the next wave, like how Atlanta had their shit.
I feel like it could be if everybody just showed each other love
Yeah.
and just like did shit for other people without expecting nothing back.
Yeah. Now, what would that look like for an artist like you, right? Like, so let's say somebody watching, like, how would you take your own advice?
I mean, like for me, when I was like getting into this music, like I have my studio and I have like people come through and just record for free.
Okay.
Like I mean, there's a couple people I like asked them to throw me like $20 just to record,
Yeah.
but like mainly just giving like what's the word value in a way.
How do you how you go about like let's say a random hit you up on the DM and like, bro, I fuck with your music. I want to collab. Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you go about that?
I'll be like, what's your budget?
I feel that. Hell yeah. So what about like another artist though that's kind of got some movement?
I mean, I'm really picky about who I work with because like I just want to make something great,
Yeah,
something good, and it's just like if I think they're good, then I work with them.
for sure. So what's your studio process like? We kind of went over it briefly earlier. You mentioned you don't do no type of drugs or alcohol. No alcohol.
Sometimes not really,
Yeah.
just a little when I'm just like feeling like drinking.
Okay. Yeah. But what's the stew vibe like when you know you about to?
Shit, I just be either just have the red lights on,
Yeah.
come in there, make me a beat, record right after I make me the beat, and then
You make all your beats?
yeah.
What you made? Lose my mind.
No, I didn't make that one,
Okay.
but all my recent music just been all just produced by me,
Word.
cause I just uh been getting shit off YouTube and shit, but like there be times where you're just scrolling through YouTube for
Yeah.
hours, like the void type shit. I call that shit the void.
You know that's a fucking Chico though to be able to sit down and make a beat and
Yeah, it
then
is a cheat
because you're
code.
cooking the
It's like
whole thing in one motion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
why I feel like it's I could have my own sound just by doing that,
Yeah.
because how everybody else be making music, they'll go on YouTube and search up like Lil Peep type beat,
Right.
and then they're instantly gonna sound like Lil Peep
Yeah.
or with their little twist on it. But I feel like when you make your own beats and you produce it, you'll find your sound like easier. And I feel like that's how I found my sound. That's how I found like my uniqueness and just being an artist.
For sure.
So do you write your music then, or what
Nah,
is
I
it?
freestyle all of my
Freestyle
music.
everything?
I mean, sometimes I write like 4 lines and then just go off of that.
So punch in gang.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the movement, right? I feel like everybody's doing that shit now. Like
I mean, I feel like it just flows more.
it does. It's like
Like
more
when you're just
organic.
reading it, it just sounds like you're reading like a
Yeah.
book
Yeah.
type shit into on a beat, and it just
Yeah.
don't really sound. I mean, there's this one song that I did write. Like I wrote the whole song. I went to St. Louis with my dad for my grandma's funeral,
Uh,
and I was just on the plane, just like cooking up the beat and just like writing to it because I didn't have no like. I mean, I had my mic and shit, but I didn't have like no like whole setup that I could just be comfortably and like record
yeah.
something good. So I just wrote a whole song, and then it was just great. It was good.
Yeah. I feel like when you punch in, like every punch in got its own breath.
Hmm.
Like versus
I only write when like I want to get something off my chest, or like I'm
yeah.
really feeling like some type of emotion that I just want to put onto a song.
Hell yeah.
But most of the time, I just like just punch in based on how I'm feeling.
That's dope. Now, recording wise, like you do you go to big studios and record or book sessions, or you just do it all yourself?
I mean, I used to, but it just wasn't hitting for me. Like I go to like a big ass studio, expensive ass mic,
Yeah,
but it just don't hit how it does when I record
it's
in my room.
facts. Right. And like you said, that's a part of your sound because you're sitting
Yeah.
down taking as much
Even
time
when
as you
I
want.
went down to Portland and I went down to the studio where Yeet recorded at.
Word.
Yeet recorded there. They were showing me like hella unreleased Yeet shit.
Word.
McConan records at that studio. Uh I was recording there and it just wasn't like I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Like it was sounding good, but it just wasn't like how I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So do
Oh,
you?
out here I got something with McConan.
You do?
Yeah.
Word. How the fuck you do that?
My boy Nigel McConan is his manager. So when we go out to Portland, we go out to the studio, and he just be there.
Word.
Well, he stays in
Shit.
Portland.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
You chop it up with him about peep and shit like that?
Nah, not really. It's
No.
just like on some chill shit.
Yeah. So when you guys recorded, you guys were both in the studio together and actually sat down and recorded. So what was that process like?
It was more just like the engineer just going through like all his shit,
Mm.
and then my boy Nigel, he just records on whatever he got, and then he just throws me on there.
Mm.
On some shit.
When you plan on releasing that?
I don't even got the song right now. I don't got the song. This nigga Nigel just won't send it to me.
Damn. So how long ago was that? Pretty.
Like a month ago, probably.
Oh, word. So it's some fresh shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Exclusive. You heard it here. GTKE. McConan.
Giving y'all the
100K baby on the way, nigga.
No, that nigga McConan, he cool.
Yeah.
He cool.
That's dope. You plan on like doing a video and some big shit with it, or just
Nah, not really. I feel like it's just like some throwaway shit.
what the fuck? How you just know? You gotta use that. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I mean, I could,
Yeah.
but I just want to put out my greatest work. I want to put out my best work, and I feel like that song wasn't like my best work.
And it was like probably one of his songs, right? Like
Yeah,
that you just
yeah.
put a verse on or something like that.
Yeah, type shit.
So
Like
it'd be a good for a
had
feature.
Yeah.
he already had the shit like recorded, and then we just went. In
Oh,
and did
you
our
put your
verses.
sauce, hopped
Yeah.
on it. This shit still might go though. That's the crazy part about this artistry shit is like the ones you think like fuck that, and you end up putting it out, or somebody hears it like, bro, that's it. It becomes a fucking thing.
Nah, it is. That's how it be.
Yeah.
It is how it be.
That's what Yachty said though. Oh, Poland. He said a nigga hacked him, bro. He said he got hella songs sounding like that, and that wasn't even done, but he only dropped it because the nigga was leaked it, and then he was like, "Fuck it, I got to shoot it now." But he didn't think nothing of the song. Like, fuck that song, and that song was like one of his. I would say that's second to fucking no light or no one night type shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, in my
That shit
opinion,
was viral.
yeah, that shit
was
went ultra viral.
TikTok got that shit going crazy.
Right. Yeah. So how did you get the name 100K baby?
I was just on some young nigga shit. I was young as hell making music. I was just the youngest out to everybody I was hanging out with. Like I was always hanging around with like just older people and shit. I was always like the baby of the group. So like that's where I got that shit.
Cause you were Shark before that, like
Yeah.
Shark, and then you switched it. Why would you say what made you switch it?
When I was Shark, I was making like that goofy ass young ugly guy Lil Pump like ignorant shit. So I was just like, fuck it. I didn't really put too much thought into that name, but I wanted people to take me more serious, so I just changed it up.
Do you still fuck with that style of rap though, like the Lil B, fucking just?
I mean, I don't be making that shit, but like that shit be having me dead.
For sure. I feel like it transitioned to like Detroit. Not Detroit, Flint. You know what I'm saying? So like Rio and all them niggas got me.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
like, I fuck with that shit.
Them
though.
niggas are hard.
Yeah, I fuck with that shit. Them niggas go crazy, bro. Now watch it. Oh yeah, we already covered that. You work with any females?
Nah,
No.
I don't got nothing with nobody.
Would you want like a singer or somebody on your shit?
Yeah, like for like some, like if I want to do like some crazy, like just different shit,
Yeah.
where it's just like on some singing shit, then yeah, I throw a female on.
We gonna get you that Atlantis Vibes feature, my guy.
Hey,
She's
shout
out here, my nigga. She
shout
go
out
crazy.
her. Shout out her.
Yeah, Atlantis Vibes going crazy. Shout out Atlantis Vibes. On the real. And then there's like Persian and Lala. Like well, Persian's like on some rap shit. Singer and shit.
She
Yeah.
hard. I see her shit. She hard.
Persian.
She be going
She gotta drop
hard.
more music, man. She just dropped one banger and left them. Like she gotta Persian gotta drop some more shit. They looking for it. They're looking for it. We probably tweet that. Was that? Oh, my camera, my phone.
Does this overheat quick?
All right, we about to go completely left field. We back on these bitches, man. Would you let a bitch eat your ass, bro? This is the topic of discussion when I'm watching these blogs and the other shits, and I gotta bring it up, bro. Like, we gotta talk about it.
I can't believe you just asked me.
We have to talk about it, bro.
Hell no.
Hey, you.
I didn't know what else.
My dad go watch this shit. It gonna be like, why did he just ask me that?
Hey.
That's my son.
It's 2023. This is what these young
that.
whippersnappers talk about this shit nowadays,
We
man.
ain't with that.
He said,
I ain't with that.
He went eat a booty game.
I'm fucking dead.
What's the freakiest shit you like a bitch did to you though?
Probably like try to like choke me or some shit. Like,
Was you riding with that? You're like,
I wasn't
harder.
rocking with it. I wasn't rocking with it.
Damn, so you really be with these goths, bro? They really off this shit?
Yeah.
All right, so look, how do you knock a golf? Like, what is the combo like? Hey, baby, like, ooh, like, how do you get out of the golf?
I really don't even be doing that. I don't. I just be me.
And they do all the work.
Yeah.
Like they shoot they shot. What kind of shit they be saying to you?
They just be like, I don't even know.
Kill
Just
me.
random shit. It's like, take my soul.
No way. So, bro, a bitch is just clearly walking up to you, don't know you, and like, take my soul.
Oh, you talking about like in person?
Yeah, like trying to get at you. You know what I'm saying? Like a bitch try to shoot her shot, right?
I mean, it's just like they be doing it like not like they don't be straightforward. It's just like I just be having to figure out like what they're on.
Yeah.
Like I know what they're on. Like I just be feeling the energy.
Hell no.
They just be like trying to like act cool with me type shit.
Okay. So they don't step to you and just say the out like wild shit. That's like down the road type shit.
Yeah.
Like take my soul. What do you say to that? Like no or yes? Like, what do you say to that?
I be like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
This
You don't
nigga's
know
a
what you're talking
certified
about.
soul taker.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Yes.
Nah, they just random bullshit that niggas be talking about me. Like, I feel like niggas just like don't know who I am. Like, they just be like just assuming shit. Like, just people just like don't know who I really am.
It's maybe them post of like so. Who was that? Dub C that posted that shit? Like some dark evil shit. Like,
yeah.
whoa.
Hey, shout out Dub C. Shout out Dub C. They been showing love.
Now, after that post, would you say more women came forth like, take me, take my soul?
I mean, it was just more like just people talking.
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
just me hearing shit that like or hearing shit from other people that is just like on some crazy shit. Like,
but you got like that kind of like you said, you make kind of emo.
yeah, I fuck with the vibe,
vibey music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, so you kinda have the persona of like a tortured artist, right? Like you're like I'm talented.
I mean, it's
Nobody
just like
understands.
how I be feeling inside and shit. Like I just be
I
letting
got
it
you.
all out and shit. But I be hearing crazy shit about me. Like some nigga was telling some bitch that I done went out to LA and then sold my soul out there. I came back acting all different and shit.
What the fuck?
It's just random shit that just be like
They hate on
making
you.
They
me be
hate
like,
on
what
you,
the
bro.
fuck?
It has begun. Oh shit. Hell no.
Is
So
it somebody that you know?
Yeah, it be people that I know
It'd be a nigga
that
close to
that I
you.
know,
Yeah.
and like they be telling like the bitches, and the bitches will tell me.
damn.
Right.
You think the bitch is lying? This is where it gets tricky.
No, these bitches be gullible. They be gullible.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy, bro. So like with that, like I would say this, bro. I watch everything and everybody out this way. You got a cold image to you. So like, how much thought are you giving your image? Like, cause you're pulling it off, my nigga. It matches your sound, you know what I mean? So like the dark, mysterious, even with the videos like that, dreads in your face, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you thinking this all the
honestly,
way through?
like I just be myself, but at the same time, I put a lot of thought into what I want to present out to the world.
Yeah. Is that a thought like mystery?
Everything's a mystery.
Right.
Niggas just gotta figure out.
Like I've been peeping Highway. He's kind of on that same shit, monotone and like dark mystery. Who am I type of thing. Like it works though. Like it's like who is this nigga?
It's
Who is
fire.
these
Especially
niggas?
coming out of
Right.
Washington, you know what I mean?
Right.
It brings that mystery to you, and that makes people want to like figure out who you are.
That's that vampire shit, man. This is why these bitches like take my soul. It's working. Like they're looking at this shit and like
it's different.
they
like,
love the mystery.
Niggas like us isn't normal out here.
Yeah.
Like niggas might think I'm weird or like it's just like not normal to like the population.
Yeah, you just got your own vibe, and you're not trying to like
Yeah.
ride,
Yeah.
like, cause you know what I mean. Just being black, you know, it's like certain things they expect you to do. Pop Percocets, rock a big ass chain or something like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm not with like what everybody wants for me.
Yeah.
I know what I want for myself, and I just stay true to that.
You see yourself doing that though? Like, okay, you just signed to good music. You got 5 M's in the bank. First thing you doing?
I mean, if I got like 5 M's, I'm gonna have to give me a chain. I'm gonna have to give me a new whip, and then get some new clothes.
What would the chain look like? Would it be some spiky shit, like trippy red?
It'll probably be like a cross like this, but like bigger
Some 50 Cent shit? You taking it back on him?
type shit.
50 had the iced out platinum crosses. That's like his stilo and shit. You wouldn't want no like characterized shit, like you know the new age shit. Which would like you favor like a video game character or like you know like we call that like an avatar that you kind of
No,
gravitate
not really.
to.
I don't really even be playing video games.
Oh, or like a movie character that you kind of gravitate to.
No, I feel like there's not really like
Dracula. No, fuck with you. You see how Playboy Cardi's like he's on some vampire shit. Like
I don't know. I don't know. Niggas just gonna have to see how I evolve in like the next couple years, because I don't even know how I'm gonna evolve.
True. Back. Nah, yeah.
I just want to be on some rich nigga shit.
So what do you do besides make music? Like, what do you do for fun?
Make music
How often would you say you make music?
every day.
Every fucking day.
Every day.
You make a song a day?
Probably not a song a day. I try to make a song a day, but like I try to do something that involves music every day. Probably like a beat or something. At least a beat.
Yeah.
Percentage wise, right? Out of all the music you made, how much of it would you say you're gonna put out? Because I'm sure like you as an artist, you're big, you're critical on yourself to where you like you'll hear a song, you'll do a song, and then be like, I don't want to reach out that
shit. I mean, recently it's just been a hit streak. Like,
okay, yeah, on it, yeah.
I got like right now on my notes, probably like 48 songs that I could just drop right now.
Dope.
But like just all the shit that I have in my computer, probably like, I mean, if it's not in my notes, then I'm probably not gonna drop it.
Yeah.
So like,
what do artists do with that shit though? Like, 'cause I be having trouble with that. Like, I have shit too to just. I'm like, just drop it, bro. Like, I don't like it. I don't know what to
I
do
just
with
feel like I gotta wait for the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to like rush a lot of shit, but at the same time, I'm trying to be consistent.
And how do you put music out? Do you just put it on SoundCloud? You put it on DSPs?
Like all platforms.
Yeah. And just as it is, and then what you just
like organic. You don't put. Do you do ads? Do you do marketing?
I just be dropping shit.
Yeah.
Cover
I'll
art?
probably I'll probably pay like some random Instagram page to post it, but like other than that, I don't do nothing like too crazy, like buying views and shit like that.
What about cover art and stuff like that?
Most of the time, I be making my own cover art.
Straight up.
I've never paid anybody to do my cover art.
You snap.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's dope as fuck. What's the Spotify artist looking like? If you want to share those numbers.
Not looking too crazy right now, but I'm I'm not really the type of nigga to like worry about numbers like that. I feel like that's where it gets you fucked up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like just being too focused on like how this song is doing or just like what other niggas songs is doing. It's just like I just like making music and just putting it out and like hearing what everybody else thinks about it.
Yeah.
Cause like if I think that shit fire, everybody else is gonna think it's fire.
No, for sure. I feel like you definitely can get caught up in that and disappointed, like the
Yeah,
number
I
game.
feel like that's like the downfall. Just being an artist or just putting out music and just worrying about that shit or just comparing yourself.
Yeah. How you feel like the blogs, like, do you care about like section you're from out this way? Like how the blogs would say they'll consider you a Seattle artist, right? Or they'll say that.
Yeah, I mean like I don't I don't really like put too much like into that
Yeah.
because like I fuck with Seattle. Like when I was first like dropping shit, all the love I was getting was from Seattle.
Where,
Like
yeah.
I'll always just be out in Seattle, just tapped in with like everybody in Seattle. So
Okay.
like just them framing me as a Seattle artist, I'm not really worried about it because I fuck with Seattle.
No. Would you say like Tacoma would get mad at that? Like, oh, he
mean,
ain't claiming us. Fuck.
I show love to Tacoma all the time. I'm in Tacoma all the
Yeah.
time. I'm tapping in with everybody. I'm showing love to everybody. So like, I feel like there's no reason for anybody to hate on me about that.
You rock with you fuck with like Lil Cito music?
Shout out Lil Cito.
Shout out Lil Cito, man. Like how you feel about like Washington and like hating on them though? Like for real, seriously.
I mean, I can see why,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's just like he knew what he wanted to do,
Yeah.
and he did it, and niggas are mad because he done did it.
Yeah.
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 That's a win, you know what I mean?
A win, a win,
Right.
a win's a win.
No matter how you get there, get there.
I feel like 90% of the rap game is cap anyway. Like,
Yeah,
you
it
feel me?
really is. Like a lot of shit is just not what it seems.
None
like,
of it, bro. You
a
seeing
lot
how
of
many
this-
niggas is quote unquote telling and how it's all coming to fruition. But that's for the niggas that pay into all that street politics and crazy shit.
Right.
But you get to see like, okay, your biggest thug and all this shit, and it just goes to crumble. Like, damn, you feel me? So it shows you like this shit is all fabricated. It's not really what it seems. So, but people really die and live their lives like it is. You know what I mean? Which is
Yeah.
the crazy part about it. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Are you gonna listen to Gunna's album, or what do you think about Gunna?
I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I be hearing that shit, like on hearing about that shit on like Twitter and shit like that, it's just like I feel like all that shit is just bullshit. Like,
Do you care about
That's
snitching or
trash
any street politics shit?
nah, I don't be. I mean, like I'm not the nigga that's going snitch, but like I don't care about all that street shit, all that street like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's good to know like what's going on and shit. Like I have people that just tells me like what's going on like around here and shit, but it's just like that shit is not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every time you hear some shit like that, it's like rap cap and all that kind of bullshit. It's like you rap capping or you doing something that's gonna get you time behind bars, something like that.
It's dumb, bro.
Yeah,
Look what just happened to Boosie. You don't win doing that shit. You know what I mean? It's fucked up to say. You just, I think the best
It's short lived.
route, right? The street shit is a trap anyway. So to glorify
it's
it
all-
is stupid.
It's all a trap.
It's a fucking trap, bro. So you don't win. You know what I'm saying? You
I
end
mean,
up.
I got a couple niggas like in the streets and shit, and I just be like trying to steer them the right
Yeah.
way, cause like not the way that they should be living, and like I want to see all the people that like I know and I love like just go towards like the right way of life and shit. And a lot of people just feel like they're just stuck in it and like they can't get out.
Yeah.
But, like you can get out that shit
Do,
if
do,
you
would-
really wanted to.
do they take your advice and like, or do you see it just go in one ear out the other?
I mean, that's how it be for a lot of people. Like when you're telling them some real shit, it's just like, oh, this nigga don't know what he talking about.
Yeah.
But
You be seeing envious shit from like your close ones, like weird shit.
nah, not really. It's like all love around me. Cause it's like all I put out is just love.
That's just
Like all my homies support me. All my homies got my back no matter what.
that's dope.
That's what's up. That's the way. That's
I
a
mean,
good way to lead.
sometimes I be peeping like this shit from like people that are like not that close.
Yeah.
But like are like could say like we're friends and shit, but like I don't have a big circle. Like I'm either to myself or like with a couple homies, just a homie.
Okay. Shit, man, getting ready to wrap up, bro. What's next for Shark, man? Something to leave him looking forward to.
Video with Noah.
Damn,
I
I
don't
called
know.
you your old name. My bad. Oh, my fault. Hunnidkbaby, man. Yeah, you said a video with Noah.
Video with Noah might have a album coming out. I don't know when the video with Noah coming out, but that shit gonna come out. That shit better be fire.
Would you say this is the dopest one up to date?
The video with Noah?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it yet. Like we shot it like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Probably got some more singles, a project, and then yeah.
For sure. Well, man.
Any shout outs to anybody?
Shout out my nigga Zai. His birthday today.
Happy level up.
birthday,
Shout
my
out
boy.
my nigga Nigel.
Let's go, Nigel.
Shout out Chapo. Shout out everybody in LA I fuck with. Yeah.
Straight like that.
Shout out my dad.
Shout out
Yes,
Pops,
sir.
for
Shout out my
sure.
pops.
Happy Father's Day to all the guys out there.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. Belated Father's Day. It's real, man. GTKE.
Gang, gang.
Signing out this bitch. We gone.